Hi, I'm Mark with Harbeke Marketing, and in this video, I'm reviewing the anatomy of a mediocre marketing agency lead capture form I found out in the wild. It's not a horrible form, I've seen worse out there, but it's not as great as it could be. Let's check it out. So here's the form I mentioned. It's typical of a lot of agency forms, and without filling anything in, on this website, I hit Get Proposal so that I could have it show which fields are required. So it has first name, that's fine. It has last name. I'm seeing more and more forms where only first name is captured because there are solutions that you can use to populate last name for a contact if you really need it later on. And when you're emailing somebody, oftentimes you're going to do a first name salutation only, so you don't necessarily need it, at least right away on the front end. So if I was doing this form, I wouldn't necessarily collect last name. Phone number, I personally would not make this required. In this case, it is. Email, obviously that's fine. You want to require that. This middle section, I think, is okay. It makes sense that this agency would want to collect one or more services that the person is interested in and require that information for submission. It is nice that if they choose other, then the other field that's optional. The person doesn't have to enter something for that. And down here, this last field that is required, consent to receive text notifications. My take with this field is that it's a little bit overbearing. As you can see in the fine print, you've got a lot that you have to convey about what could be sent and putting in here that you have to reply stop to unsubscribe. And a lot of businesses might look at this little checkbox as a point of friction because many are comfortable getting a follow-up email from a submission like this. But if you start out with a text, there's a very good chance that you could get blocked. So a better way to do this form, in my opinion, would be to require first name only. You could add a last name field, but not make it required. If you want to have a phone field, then I would not make that required. You don't necessarily need to collect a phone number right away, just collect an email address. You can have this middle section here be as is, and then I would not include this field towards the bottom, especially because it's required to consent to text notifications. So that's my take on lead capture forms like this. Do you agree with my review or disagree? Let me know what you think in the comments.